What's going on, everybody? It's Blackstar359, and before I get into this commentary, I'm going to take down half a water bottle. Alright, so I'm back, and I wasn't going to upload today, but I did upload yesterday, so here we are. And right now I'm watching Vines. I should probably be listening to music so I don't get completely thrown off. So today is Let's Talk Tuesday, which sounds so much better than Let's Talk Monday. So this is what we're going to be doing from now on. It's going to be Let's Talk Fridays and Let's Talk Tuesdays. But first, it's Tuesday, so let's get into this. What's going on, everybody? My name is Blackstar359, and today is Let's Talk Tuesday. So what I want to talk about today is favorite and least favorite teachers. Now, from 6th grade to 11th grade, the grade that I'm in now, I've had some pretty shitty teachers. But I've also had some really good ones that I would never let go of, and I don't ever want to forget. I can't really say, like 5th grade through all the other grades, because you know you kind of have the same teacher, except in 4th and 5th grade I had 3 teachers and 2 teachers in 5th grade. But I mean, they were both my favorite. They were all my favorite teachers then. So just so we're gonna get into this. Let me just start some music for myself. All right, so we're gonna get into this. So 6th grade, I gotta move my TV because it's crooked. So in 6th grade, my favorite teacher was this teacher named Mr. Pfeiffer. So Mr. Pfeiffer was my math teacher, and he was a little bit crazy, to say the least. He was I don't even know how to explain Mr. Pfeiffer. He was so cool, and he had snakeskin boots. He really lived up to the whole South Texas thing. So yeah, Mr. Pfeiffer was my favorite teacher in 6th grade. Now, my least favorite 6th grade teacher, oh my god, and John knows this one. I know he knows this one because we were in the same class. Mr. Zintek was my band teacher, and I hated Mr. Zintek. I hated Mr. Zintek before I met him. I had already known him, and he was a douche. Then he's still a douche, or I don't know if he's changed, whatever, but people don't change that easily, so I hated him. So yeah, that was my least favorite teacher. And then we've got 7th grade. So 7th grade, I had 2 favorite teachers, and then pretty much after 6th grade I had 2 favorite teachers all the time. So, and my one least favorite. So in 7th grade, I had this teacher named Miss Dudley, and she was the greatest teacher ever. She's fucking awesome. Miss Dudley, if you somehow watch this someday, I know you probably won't, but like, Miss Dudley was my favorite science teacher out of all the science teachers I've had. She was just like a really nice teacher, and she had a fucking chinchilla, and that just made her awesomeness level go from 0 to 100. So yeah, that was that. And then my other favorite teacher, I'm gonna get some flack for this. My 7th grade English teacher was named, oh shit, I just had her name and I lost it. Who did I have in 7th grade for English? Oh, Mr. Hickman. Mr. Hickman. Now, I swear he hated me because of the people I hung out with. I had some friends in that class, and there's this one guy that I hated. But yeah, we used to just make noise in that class for shits and giggles. So if he hated me, I wouldn't doubt it, honestly. But he was a great teacher, and he was just really goofy all around and really nerdy, and it just made him one of my favorite teachers for that year. Now, my least favorite teacher that year, I didn't plan this one out, so I'm gonna kind of be winging it. Oh, I had 3 favorite teachers that year because my history teacher was awesome. Mr. Ferris was like Jesus. My history teacher for 7th period, he looked like Jesus. He looked like a white version of Jesus. Shit, I don't think I had a least favorite teacher in 7th grade. What did I have for second block, 7th grade? I don't remember. I didn't have a least favorite. Let's see what that. I didn't have a least favorite teacher in 7th grade. I mean, my 7th grade teachers had a lot of love. And then 8th grade, I had my journalism teacher, Miss Dowell, who was also my first period teacher, but I didn't really like her in 7th grade. But she was really nice in 8th grade. Like, she was really nice to us in 8th grade all of a sudden. So, Miss Dowell was my favorite teacher. And then I had my second period teacher, Miss McLean, was awesome. She was just a really nice lady. And I don't think anyone could have taught me math better than she did, honestly. And then, we have also my third block teacher, Miss Brown, who is my science teacher again, and she's just so awesome. She's crazy, and you know, she's one of those teachers that it's like you forget they're a real person outside of school because the only time you ever see them is in school when they're a teacher. I think she was the first teacher to openly tell us that, you know, she watched Family Guy, and she would like joke around with us about it. And just also the music she played was hilarious. I loved it. And then 8th grade. I was in 8th grade. That's what I was talking about. But I didn't even know. My least favorite teacher had to be Mr. Zintek again. I hated him so much he's making this list twice. No joke, because I had him twice. I had him for 6th grade band and then 7th grade band, or 8th grade band. So yes, I hated him that much. That the fact that he's literally on this twice shows how much I hated him. And then then 9th grade, my favorite teachers had to be, I had 8 teachers. I think this was the first year I had 8 teachers. So Miss Neely was my favorite teacher, like overall, and then on top of right below her, and there's another favorite teacher is Miss Badejo, who was my Nigerian biology teacher, and she was so nice. And Miss Neely was just funny, crazy, and I think, oh my god, she fucking pushed English into my head, and now English is my favorite subject in school. She like shoved that shit down my throat, man. She would not let me fail that class. And then and then my least favorite, hands down, I know this one right off the bat, Miss Mitchell. She was racist, bipolar, and just they fired her afterward because of so many complaints after that school year. You know, she was just constantly throwing out kids of color and Hispanic kids, and she was just and we wouldn't do things, like we would get thrown out of the class and we wouldn't be doing anything. So after complaints all year, she was fired, and honestly think she got what she deserved. And then 10th grade, my favorite teachers in 10th grade, Coach Haynes, greatest storyteller ever. Oh my god, he was scary as all hell because he would get a marker and he would just like, he was in the war, so like he was in Operation Desert Storm, so he'd just like stab his hand and just like hit his hand with the marker like he was stabbing somebody, and he would like tense up and start sweating when he was telling his stories, and it was scary as fuck, but I loved him. He was so cool. And then we have Mr. Bello, who was just a great teacher, very good chemistry teacher. Just all around crazy. Just didn't really. He tried to be, in his words, ghetto, and act like ghetto in his words, but he really couldn't do it because he was so educated. And at the end of the year, we got to celebrate with him that he was, at the end of the year, Dr. Bello. And it was Dr. Balejo, by the way. That was what I was going to say. And we got to celebrate with him that he was now Dr. Bello. And we were the first class and the last class he would teach that would see him as Dr. Bello. Because he then went on to be principal of another school. So then, my least favorite teacher was my journalism teacher. He was cool and all. It's just like he was the teacher that I wouldn't. He was the class. He had the class that I wasn't looking forward to all day, and it was just like, oh, this class and this guy. Honestly, had I had his class earlier in the day, I probably would have liked him more. And then this year, my first block teacher, Mr. Bello, or not Mr. Bello, Mr. Prince, who is my physics teacher, and he's just weird and quirky, and he does shit and says shit and has weird shit in his desk. He had a ketchup bottle, a pillow, a thing of mayonnaise. He just got some weird ass shit in his desk, and I don't want to ask him, because I'm scared. Fuck, Miss Russell's a really good teacher, my theater teacher. That's just for the sheer fact that I love theater. And this year it was just like great. And then least favorite would have to be Miss Cartmill, my pre-cal teacher. She's just annoying. Like that. That's literally my only explanation. She's just annoying. I hate her. But anyways, that's that. And I just realized now that most of these were science teachers, or had to do with science in some sort of way. So yeah. Anyway, peace.